I want to make this a very controversial trading video. I want to go over the truth because sometimes the truth does hurt depending on who's listening to it and how you feel about it. So if what I'm going to go over in this video offends you, it means it's true, and don't take any offense to it. Use it as fuel or knowledge that you know what has to get done for you to improve, to get better as a trader. My job for everybody is to spark up ideas for traders to become better and go from failing or struggling to successful and profitable. And that's the aim of this video. The first thing that I want to talk about, and I see this a lot in the trading community, is a lot of traders have an attention span or they lack focus comparable to an animal or an ant or someone that just is not laser focused on what they are going after. A lot of traders cannot concentrate. A lot of traders have many distractions and they are losing focus to the most important thing about the market. To be successful in the markets, and even this could be relatable to anything in life, you have to have a laser focus on what you're going after, and you need to have a strong attention span to build upon. Us as traders, we have thousands of thoughts on a daily basis, whether it's something we're buying or selling, whether it's a piece of analysis, whether it's a red flag in the market based on volume, whatever the case may be. There are 1,000 thoughts that go through my mind on a daily basis, and I'm sure you all feel the same way. If we're distracted, or we have a really bad memory, or our attention span is so short, or we're just not focused on what the market's telling us, then it's going to be hard to be successful and go and be in the present moment, which is so vital to trade successfully. We need to concentrate on exactly what the market's telling us. Anything that's a distraction based on the present moment is going to basically dilute the truth or cover up the current information that's needed to buy or sell or to just formulate a valid trading plan. Anything that's a distraction from the truth is simply going to manipulate the factual information the market is telling us in the present moment. And to be successful, we have to trade in that present moment. I know a lot of traders scroll through Instagram on a daily basis while they're watching the market. 9:30 hits, the bell rings, and 2 minutes into the market open, they're scrolling through Instagram, they're scanning through Twitter, they're on TikTok looking at I don't even know what, and their focus or their attention is not where it needs to be. And it needs to be in the present moment, watching the market like it's social media, reading the orders coming into the market, understanding the charts like that's your social media. If you switch your focus to that, you're going to build your attention span and you're going to not cover up the facts, and all the facts will be spelt out to you to put on a valid trade, and that's going to make us take more profitable trades. Your attention span and your ability to be laser focused on whatever you're after will be directly correlated to your success in the long term with the market. I see a lot of traders going through the motions in the market, and this is the wrong way to do it. How many of you tell your friends and family you're going to be a trader? And out of you, how many of you are going through the correct motions to become a profitable trader? Let me ask you, how many of you are prepping your charts? How many of you are coming up with a trading plan before you buy or sell? How many of you are reviewing your trades, see what worked out, see what didn't work out? Are you journaling? Are you working on yourself? Are you building mental athleticism? Those are the motions you have to go through consistently on a daily basis. Creating this motion essentially helps avoid emotion. Think about this for a second. I'm in the gym every single day, and I see so many people lifting weights going through the motions. They are simply in the gym lifting weights just to lift weights, to say they worked out and to feel good about themselves. They are letting the weights lift them, and they are not in there lifting the weights themselves. They're simply going like this on the bicep curl machine, thinking they're getting bigger, thinking they're getting stronger, but they're not pushing themselves at all. They're not failing, they're not building, and they're the same ones complaining why they're not getting stronger. Why are they not looking better? Why are they not losing weight? Well, it's because they're simply going through the motions. You're not going to see results if you don't have a strong intention to create motion. I see the same thing in the stock market. The amount of people that wake up 10 minutes, 20 minutes before the open, hop right on their computer without their brain even waking up, simply going through the motions, thinking that one day they're just automatically going to become successful. They are very disorganized. They are very careless in their trading, thinking one day they're going to see results, based on a random outcome. These are the same people who are complaining they're not profitable, they can't figure it out, they're failing. Well, if you're in the same boat, stop going through the motions and do what's necessary to create motion. Record your screens, journal your trades, sit behind the market and simply watch it in the present tense. Everything you do must be done with strong intentions if you want strong results. If you want to start taking better trades, well, prepare yourself to take better trades and start looking for high quality setups. If you want to get bigger or if you want to lose weight, well, go through the correct motions in the gym, sweat like crazy, lift heavy weight until you fail. If you don't fail, you're not going to grow. If you want to avoid fear and hesitation, if you want to get rid of your greed, or you want to get rid of selling a position way too early, well, you have to look at that fault in its eye and run through it and not be so scared of it. Go after what you want to go after and don't let that thing that you want go after you. I think that is so key. A lot of traders, for some reason, think they know it all. Oh, I'm a 7-figure trader, or oh, I'm killing it. I'm consistent this month. The market will humble you. The amount of people that are in the comments of my videos or the comments on my Instagram posts that think they have it figured out or think they have all this knowledge, that they're an 8-figure trader, that they beat the market, is insane to me. When you think you know everything about the market, that means you lack what you know about yourself. You could know everything you want to know about the market, but that's not going to make you profitable. That's not going to make you money consistently in the long run. Your knowledge about the market is not directly connected to your success. Where I'm at currently in my career and how successful I am at this point, I'm still learning stuff every single day, not only about the market, but also about myself. It's a constant journey. Never think you're going to get to a destination and never think you're at a destination. Every single day is new steps along that journey to reach higher heights, to build new goals, and to go where you got to keep going. When you think you arrive at your journey or you think you fulfill your goals or you're where you need to be, then that means you become complacent and there's no room for growth. The road's going to keep going and you got to keep pushing. Never think that you've arrived somewhere. New goals become old goals, and the cycle continues. The way I look at it is the journey's the treasure, and if you're not moving, then you're losing. I have a strategy that works for me very, very well, and I extract a lot of profits from the market. But because of this, I'm not closed-minded about learning more about the markets, and I'm not closed-minded about learning about myself. I learn new things about myself and my emotions every single day, and that's that constant journey that I'm talking about. If you're open to attaining a higher version of yourself and you combine that with a strong market knowledge, then that's that long-term success that you should be going after. You plus market knowledge equals profits, and the profits will come in abundance if you go for that higher version of yourself combined with a strong foundation of market knowledge. Talk less and do more. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. The market will humble you really fast, especially if you think you have it all figured out. And I think it's important for some people to get humbled in order to know what should not be done to have that success. Now, one thing I really want to be open about is there's no correct or there's no right strategy in the market. There might be a strategy that works better for you. There might be a strategy that works better for him. There might be a strategy that has higher odds of working for everybody, and there might be a strategy that has lower odds for working out for everybody in the community. You'll never hear me or anybody else that's successful talk about somebody else or their strategy, because if it works for them, it works for them. I could only really speak on myself, what I do, and what works for me over the past 8 years. If you take one fact from my videos, it's the market simply moves up because there's more aggressive buyers than passive sellers, and the market moves down because there's more aggressive sellers than passive buyers. The main objective with the market is to facilitate trade and to advertise price. So if you can create any strategy, and this is very broad, that relates to those points that I just mentioned, you're positioning yourself in the correct direction for a strong market foundation. True organic price action is what causes the market to move up or down. So being able to read price action, volume, the flows of the market will give you the market's truest picture in its most organic form. Now, this is probably going to be the most controversial point because a lot of people do this, and I don't know why. You must not follow trading alerts, and you must not follow anybody else's signal. If you need somebody to click the buy or sell button for you, that simply means you lack confidence in your trading. And with anything in life, especially the markets, if you don't have confidence, you're not going to have success. Let's use this analogy of you sitting in the driver's seat of a car and I'm in the passenger seat. You as a driver have full control of the gas and brakes. Me as a passenger has full control of the steering wheel. I have control of the direction. You have control of the gas and the brakes and the speed of the car. You as a driver could only control how fast or how slow you go, and me as a passenger holding the driver's wheel has full control if I want to turn left, if I want to turn right, or where we are going. If you don't have the confidence to drive the car by yourself with full control, that means you should not be driving at all, and you should not even have a driver's license. Same applies for the market. If you cannot have full control over your own trading, the direction, your position size, your risk, then you should not be trading. You should not even have a trading account opened, and you're just asking to crash and burn your money. Remember what I said earlier in the video about cutting all the distractions? How many of you can relate to watching somebody else's live stream or simply sitting in Discord and waiting for somebody to say, hey, I'm in SPY calls here, or hey, I'm in Tesla puts here. And you're sitting and you're waiting and you're distracted. You're scrolling through all social media, waiting for Jimmy John to say that he's in a position just so you can feel confident in somebody else's confidence. But in that time of you waiting for somebody else to give you that confidence, you missed out on a really good setup because you were fearful of having the only idea or thinking for yourself. The best trades will always be your own trades. I cannot say how rewarding it feels to create a plan, to follow a plan, to execute that plan, and to make profits off that plan. There's no better feeling to do that, especially when you can do it consistently. There's nothing more frustrating than taking an alert or following somebody else's signal to lose on it. And there's nothing more frustrating than following somebody blindly for it to work out and for you to question, hey, why did Jimmy John say to do this? It worked out really well, but I have no clue on why he said it or why he did it. You took no knowledge out of it. You didn't extract a lesson from it, and you didn't build the building blocks that are necessary to do it self-sufficiently. Therefore, when you see a setup again in the future, you're going to be lost and you're going to be confused and you're going to be blind. I always try to relate the experience that I have with friends and family on Wall Street, who I am very grateful for. I try to relate us as traders, whether you have your own office, whether you trade from your own bedroom. I try to put myself and everybody else in the position of those successful traders. These traders are not all buying together. These traders are simply coming up with ideas and spreading information saying, hey, that's a really good idea, or hey, the market's bullish because we're above X level. They're simply in the office with one another, making sure they're on the correct side of the market and they're not going against the wind. And the way that it's blowing, they're going with it, not against it. I see so many people on Twitter replying to other people, following thousands of people. John said he's bullish today, but Billy said he's bearish. And Dave said we're going to rock it up and we're going to go to the moon. But Johnny said we're going to go crash 1,000,000 points. These are all conflicting points. And how can you create an open mind or have that laser focus with all these distractions with hundreds of other people telling you what to do or what they think is going to happen? The best advice that I can give is find one community or even 2 or 3 communities that preach everything that I'm going over in this video. Find a group or a community that you can trade with, that it feels like you're at home or feels like you all have the same ideas together, or you can bounce off ideas with one another and get feedback that's just going to help you take better trades. I think it's very important to have a community that's setting you up for success, not putting a roadblock there for you. So it's very important to cut out all distractions, have a laser focus for what you're going after. Stop just going through the motions. Do it with strong intentions. Stop thinking that you know it all. Be open-minded. Always look to explore. And remember that the journey is the treasure and that there is no destination. I hope you all learned at least one thing from this video. If you learned one thing you didn't know, I would appreciate if you could click the thumbs up icon on this video and also subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot. But I'm going to end it on that note. I see you all on the next one. Peace.